Welcome Capricorns, this is your May 2025 reading. So we're going to see what you have going on and what's coming towards you and get some messages from your guides, and this will be for the month of May. So let's see, we have the 8 of Pentacles here. Okay, so you definitely, whatever this is that you're working towards, and it could be like your financial foundation or it could be a project that you have, you are nearing completion of that. Okay, so this is a perfect opportunity for you to reflect and to really evaluate how successful you've been to this point and what got you there. Like, what are the things that worked really well for you versus what, didn't work as well, and do more of what is working and what has worked in order to get you to that finish line and to get the goal completed. Okay. We also have the 7 of Wands here. So you may be feeling a little, okay. So I feel, okay, give me one more card here before I say that. Okay, all right. Yeah, so you may be feeling like a little sensitive about your work. So you may have gotten some feedback or are realizing like it's not paying off as much as you wanted it to right now. You're not necessarily getting the responses that you expected. Again, perfect opportunity for you to really focus on being appreciative and being grateful for what you do have. And then there's also opportunities for you to adjust course and to change things around and restructure things, reorganize things. So it may be a change in strategy or approach that is going to help you be successful. Okay. So instead of viewing it as like, oh, this didn't happen for me, you can look at it as, okay, what opportunities are existing out of what I've already done here and what I've accomplished, and how can I incorporate that into something new and create something great. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Okay, so reflection is going to help you get there. So your meditations, I'm always promoting meditation. Any other self-care practice that you do have, maybe journaling, or getting out into nature, clearing your mind, exercising, doing breath work, whatever those self-care practices are, that's helping you to reflect and to even have the moment and the time to replenish yourself, to quiet your mind, and just replenish yourself and refill your cup is what you're being guided to do. So there's a lot of benefits in just taking that moment of solace and solitude. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords here as well. So yeah, the new perspectives are going to come to you, new ideas, new projects, new avenues that you can take, new opportunities are coming. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we have the 2 of Wands in reverse, and give me clarity on why that's in reverse, please. Okay. All right. So I think some of you are really going to try to stick with the old ways and your old patterns, your old belief systems, and they're just outdated. They're outdated. They don't apply. They don't represent who you authentically are anymore. So that's why it's not coming to fruition or as fast as you want it to, even, because there's some philosophies, some ideas, some strategies that you're using that are just old. They're not for you anymore. They're not serving. They're not creating the results that you desire. Okay. So in this process, during your reflection, whenever you can, let go of the past. Like, there may also be some expectations that you have, some requirements that you're wanting to see from the universe. That is what we're talking about here. You're working towards your goals. You're working towards your success and fulfillment and satisfaction. But you may have, again, like some specific requirements that you want to see from the universe. And so that you're being guided to let go of those things. In addition to the things that aren't serving you, the old, outdated things, and also your expectation of outcomes. So we have the High Priestess here. So you are being called to connect more deeply with yourself, your higher self and source, because there is going to be a lot of inspiration there. You're also being guided to look to your environment for signs and synchronicities as well. So there's a lot of information that you can receive, a lot of information that's coming down to you. There's a lot going on here in the background here. And when you quiet your mind, you have access to all of that information. Okay? What else? Thank you. All right, so we also have love coming in. If that's what you desire and that's what you want, we have opportunity as well for you to strengthen your relationship with your partner, to work through contrasts and challenges and really strengthen that bond. Okay. All right, so you're being guided to keep hoping, keep dreaming, do your visualizations. Okay, and really focus on your feelings, how it would feel to accomplish goals and achieve things, as opposed to, I want these particular goals. I want, not necessarily goals, I want these particular outcomes. So focus on the feeling that you feel by getting those things, and how you would feel by getting those things, as opposed to those things, basically. Okay. But you must trust in the universe, you must trust in yourself, and know that you have the strength and the courage to accomplish anything that you desire. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have everything within you to achieve these goals and to be successful. Okay? So there's more that you can do, there's more that you can try, so experiment with it. So what are some things that you know you can do, some avenues that you know you can go down, that you feel inspired to do? Not just like, you know, well, I know I should be doing this, but I don't really want to. Do you feel inspired to do that? So there has to be things that you feel inspired to do, and you're like, oh, well, I could do that. I have a little anxiety about it, but I could still do that. And I feel like that would really make me feel good, raise my frequency, raise my vibration. It will help me to accomplish more along my path. Those are the types of things that we're talking about that are available to you that you should do, because you're being guided to do those things. And I feel like you know what those things are, because that's what these things are. It's all those blessings and opportunities and abundance that is available to you, and you know what it is. So what do you feel guided to do? Okay? What do you feel inspired to do? Okay. Yeah, so we definitely have love being available to you this month. All right, so also, there's this new opportunity to run things through your heart space and to really allow your heart to guide you and to lead you on your journey. So if there's any way that you can do that more, absolutely do it. It's helping to illuminate the light. It's helping to illuminate your path. It's helping to provide clarity to you. Okay? So run things through that heart space, your heart chakra. Okay, let's get a couple oracles here. So we have the seer with future prospects and you seeking guidance. I mean, it's all right here. And I feel like it's definitely calling me back to this, where you are fully connected with Source, connected with your higher self and your intuition, and allowing yourself to receive those messages and allowing yourself to be divinely guided. Okay? And we have Soul Family as well that's available here. So find that support community, whether it's online or in real life, what have you. You may also have friends and family that can be of support to you at this time. So definitely reach out to those who can provide support. So we have Sacred Journey. Right. So we have the seer here. So yeah, there's messages for you. There's more information. Even when you think you know, even when you're like, okay, I got it, I know what I need to be doing, there's still more. There is still more. That is such a huge message here. You may want to work on calling in more of the divine feminine aspects as well. Compassion, empathy, and being patient with yourself and patient with this process and this journey. And patient with yourself as you go through the highs and lows of it. Because you know and you trust in your abilities and your gifts and your talents, and you trust in a successful outcome. Okay? And you're opening yourself up more to divine wisdom and guidance. So we have the Queen of Cups. This is literally you guiding letting your heart guide you here. Okay, so there is also this opportunity for emotional fulfillment here. So whatever relationships or love, whatever you're applying this situation to, you definitely have the opportunity for emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. Okay, so what else? Excuse me. We have the 9 of Cups here, and let me see what else. Okay, so there's also a chance to manage your emotions in a constructive way. So you will know where you are, if you need to be better at doing that, or if you are highly emotionally intelligent. You will know where you fall in the spectrum. And this is you sort of mastering those emotions, or being better at controlling your emotions and processing them. So there's room to grow here, no matter how great you are and how emotionally intelligent you are. It's always room to grow and prosper. But some of you are already there where you're having effective, constructive conversations and you're managing conflict well. So there's more of that. And for others, it's you stepping into that space where you're able to do that. Okay. So I feel like you may be holding yourself back in some way and deciding not to move forward in some way. Okay, and it may not even be intentional. It may be like you just can't let go of that anxiety, or you can't let go of those fears or that doubt. Or you could quite literally be saying like, yeah, I'm not doing it because I don't have the energy, or I just don't want to come out of my comfort zone right now. So you may be making that decision consciously, or it could be subconsciously, and then it manifests in like blocks to your progress. Okay, so it is important for you to close out these chapters, to have those experiences and to extract the meaning from them so that you can close those chapters and start a new one. Okay, so there may be also like some traveling that's happening, or relocation as well. So that may be beneficial to you to just get away, relax, and replenish yourself and refill your cup. Okay, but definitely this month, allow yourself to be even more divinely guided and inspired toward action, toward your goals. Okay, so you have the 3 of Swords, so you are also healing this month. Okay, so allow that to happen as well. So that's going to bring about new philosophies, a new respect for yourself and what you're willing to deal with and what you're willing to accept from others. So this is you stepping more into your power here. Okay. What else? Transformation. So we see that this transformation and change is coming regardless of if you want to open new chapters or not. Some are closing and going away, and new ones are opening. So if you don't flow with it, it'll happen anyway. So since it is happening anyway, what do you want that new chapter to look like? What does that look like for you, Capricorn? Thank you. Okay, so we have Judgment in reverse. And why is Judgment in reverse, please? Okay. All right. So some of you are going to have difficulty with letting things go, even though you know deep down within you that it is the best thing for you, and anything that's going away from you is doing so because it's not meant for you and it's not helping you. It's not for your highest good anymore. It's not providing any value to you anymore. So it's time to let it go and to move on. And for some of you, you may be like really resisting and needing to see, but you're being asked to trust that it's not for you. Trust that it's going away because it's not helping you, and it's not keeping you aligned on your path. It's doing nothing but showing you what you don't want. And you got it, you get it, like universe, Capricorn gets it. They know what they don't want. So the universe is like, okay, show me by moving along your path. by continuing to move forward, by allowing those things to go. Okay? Let's see. Should we let's get some oracles here. Let me get some oracles. So what else? All right, so we have being open to change and going with the flow. That's what we just said here. So that's why I love this, because the messages just flow, and we have our confirmation here. So yeah, you're definitely being invited to let go and just flow with life. Let life flow through you and just enjoy it as much as you can, and really look at those moments of contrast and challenge as opportunities to grow, opportunities for you to learn lessons. So ensure that you're learning the lesson, you're understanding what's happening, and you're really extracting the meaning out of it. And you're applying it as you move forward. You're continuing to advance along your journey and using that wisdom and knowledge that you gained. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're calling in a lot of those divine feminine characteristics with sensuality, pleasure, ecstasy, romance. So that's all available to you this month as well. So you may decide to take like a weekend trip, or just have date nights, or just really try to find those moments where you can spend with the person that you do love and enjoy spending time with. Okay, right. So we have awakening here. So here I feel like is the confirmation of like, yeah, those new chapters are opening. You may even come into a higher level of knowing, like raise your frequency, your vibration, your spirituality. Yes, revelations. Like you may come into some new knowings and understandings about life and how it works and what you're being guided to do here, like as your life purpose is what I'm trying to say and get at. Like you may come into a greater knowing of that. You may have more information on that, so more things that you know that you came here to do. But yeah, there's this opportunity to really awaken to who you authentically are by remembering who you are, and then also what you came here to do. Okay, so what else do we have for Capricorn? Okay. So we have the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So for some of you, you will experience some financial abundance and success coming through here. And that's going to have you, excuse me, that's going to put you in a position where you can be of support and help to others. So if you do have the opportunity to do that, and it doesn't have to be monetarily, it could be with any resources that you have. It could be just with a smile. You never know what someone's going through. And I've said this in a couple of the other readings, but you just never know what anyone's going through. So just a smile. Just asking individuals how they're doing today. That may have the greatest impact. That may have a more significant impact than if you were giving out money. So it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality and your intentions. Okay, and the energy that you're putting out there. And you're also being guided to get back to your passions. So what are those things that you feel passionate about? And for some of you, this is your family. This is your relationship. So it doesn't have to be something tangible. It could be your friends, your family, and other self-care practices that you love and enjoy. Okay, so what are you passionate about? Do more of what you feel passionate about. So you have the Seven of Cups here and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So there may be I don't necessarily want to say confusion, but you may just feel like a little bit of analysis paralysis of like, oh, there's so many options, there's so many paths, and this could be relationship wise, this could be like employment wise, however you want to apply this in whatever situation we're talking about here. There's a lot of options available to you, and some of them you may not even really realize are available, but it's about you really evaluating those. And again, you may want to run that through your heart space. How does it make you feel? And visualize it. And that'll help you make your choice and decision. But ultimately, you're going to have to rely on your intuition and your inner knowing to decide what is right for you. Because you already have the answers and you already know what's right for you. It's just a matter of you connecting with that. You have the Seven of Pentacles here as well. So you are going to need to take some inspired action toward your goals. So when you do decide what your priorities are, and you may already have that, you may already have it, but we have some new options coming in, some new things you can start to explore if you feel called to do so. But once you do decide what is the priority, you have to take inspired action toward it, one, and two, you have to have patience. Okay, so if you don't want patience, then you raise your frequency to connect with it more quickly. Otherwise, patience is going to be key. It's going to assist you in this moment because you can spend the time just really either taking inspired action and staying in the present moment and being appreciative of what it is that you currently have and how far you've come. So those are two things that you can do in the meantime while you're being patient, while reality is being constructed for you. Okay. So let's see, what else do we have? Did we go here? Let's just get a couple here. I think we did. Yeah, we did, but we'll take it. So we have compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. So definitely calling on those divine feminine characteristics. I'm hearing that you should be more compassionate with yourself and with everything that you're going through and everything that you're working through at this time. So there's this message of like treat yourself how you would treat others. So if others were having issues and they connected with you and they wanted to talk about that, you would likely be understanding there's characteristics that you would display to others when you're supporting them. So use those characteristics, display them to yourself. Be that way with yourself. Be empathetic with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be understanding with yourself. Okay? And then we have slow and steady. We have patience right here, so we don't need to speak to that again, but you have your confirmation right there with patience. More of that respect, that kindness, and that reverence, compassion for yourself, and allowing yourself to go on the journey and have experiences, have those ups and downs, and not judging yourself for that, not judging yourself because you identify like, oh, this was a mistake, even though it was just an opportunity to learn. That's all it was. So really putting things and experiences into perspective so you can quickly identify like, what was this here to teach me? And you can take those lessons and you can stop the loops from happening, so you can stop experiencing those things and things similar to that because you've learned the lesson now and you're able to move forward. Okay. So let's see what else we have for Capricorn. We have the Two of Coins. Okay. So we know that there's a lot of options available to you. You may also be trying to figure out like, what is the most important thing to me? So you may have some decisions to make and some things that you're choosing between. But just know that whatever choice you make, whatever priorities you choose to focus on, there will be highs and lows with that. So we're not saying here like, oh, just work on what you feel passionate about and it'll just all be successful. You won't have any lessons that you learn along the way. That's absolutely not what is being said here. Everything is a journey, and it's really about the journey as opposed to the destination. So you are going to have still those lessons that you're learning, but they're going to be easier when you go with the path of least resistance. You go with what you feel intuitively guided to go with. You walk down that path. And that's all that this is saying. Like, okay, if you want an easier time, if you don't want it to be as difficult, even though you have lessons that you're experiencing and you've designed for yourself, go down this path. So listen to your intuition for that. Listen to source. Listen to the messages that you receive and the downloads that you receive to help you along the way. Thank you. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. And so I feel like you may experience a little contrast within the family unit or with individuals that you've been close with, like close friends as well. So just take it as it resonates, but just know that, yeah, there may be some misunderstandings that come up. You may need to have some constructive conversations. So that's where we're calling in that emotional intelligence we talked about earlier. So yeah, we're seeing that here. It may come up, but when you do that, when you communicate in a constructive manner and you create win-win solutions for everyone and everyone's on the same page, there's still celebration that can come out of that. There's still positivity that can come out of that. And everyone can make adjustments and they can be more aligned. And it doesn't have to be like this whole negative thing. Okay? So you also have the King of Coins here. What else here? What else? King of Coins. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you may also receive some sort of, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but there may be like some sort of settlement that you're receiving, or like a decision made that results in a decision like in your favor. So you may be due some money or receive something as a result of that. But there's definitely this balancing happening with your finances. So if you're not on track, then you absolutely have the opportunity to successfully get back on track this month or raise your financial abundance. Okay, so there's definitely good luck as it relates to your finances coming through to you. Okay, so we have Eight of Cups here. Okay, yeah. You're definitely walking towards what is fulfilling to you. Okay? And we spoke about leading with your heart, and that's all leading you towards fulfillment. Okay? Emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment, and fulfillment in your relationships. Okay? All right, so we have the lover. We have the lovers right here. So absolutely. So not only fulfillment in your relationship, but also fulfillment with yourself. So if you're not in a relationship, this could mean you feeling more connected to your higher self and intuition and source. So it's all here. Okay. So let's see here. What else? Let's close out with a couple messages. All right, so we have inner child. So yeah, maybe opportunities here this month to connect with your inner child. Ensure that they're doing okay. Ensure that they're happy. Ensure that they're being creative. Okay, and you can express that and allow that to be expressed through you, through self-care practices, through enjoying yourself, through having fun. Find things that you enjoy and do them. Okay? Be creative. So we have crossing the threshold, allowing the new journeys to begin, allowing yourself to open up new portals and actually step through them, where you're taking inspired action toward your goals and you're accomplishing and achieving more as well. So not just taking action toward it, but also allowing yourself and being open to receive. And addressing those things in your subconscious that exist there that you feel may be stopping progress or prohibiting you from making progress. So also explore that as well. And you can do that through meditations and other methods, but whatever method you choose, but there may be opportunities for you to clean up this subconscious area and reframe things in a more positive light so that you are building on the foundation of unconditional love, as opposed to a foundation of where you do have pain, heartache, sadness, those types of things. Okay, so this is all about the future. It's all about your new chapter. It's all about what you desire and what you want and what the universe can bring to you. Okay. All right, Capricorn, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.